All right, what's going on, Shade? How you doing, brother? Wrapping up work at 2, and then I get to play 2. LOL. Nice, nice. So glad I turned on streaming notifications. I'm glad you turned those on too. I'm glad you turned those on too. It makes the stream go by so much better when you actually have people to talk to. I mean, lurkers are great. You know, lurkers are your bread and butter. They will boost your number. But you want people that are going to chime in and add to the content. So yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so how are you enjoying the game? Because I know you've been playing it. Um, I totally get and understand the controversy. Especially like if you bought on console. I knew it was gonna be bad on console though. Like I don't know, maybe I'm psychic or something, but I just had a feeling like when the game was announced, I'm like, all right, this needs to be purchased on PC. Like, there's no way this game should be played on last gen, especially because I was debating whether or not to get it for PS5, but I'm like, nah, I may as well get it for PC. Now the PS5 version isn't bad. It runs pretty well too. But last gen's just been a complete shit show, and I just knew it would. I just knew it would be. Like the moment they had told me, "Oh, recommend the settings," put it on an SSD if you can. I'm like, oh, okay, well that tells me everything I need to know. Like if they're telling you to put it on an SSD, then like why would you get it for last gen? You know? Yeah, last gen is disgusting right now. I built my PC just to be able to run this game comfortably. Exactly, exactly. This game prompted me to do just some storage upgrades. Really, I was looking to slap a beefier GPU inside of it because I knew I would need that too, but can't get one. There's a run on all of the new GPUs. So there's fucking there's fucking scalpers and Bitcoin miners. And those people are buying up all the GPUs. But there's a lot of gamers buying them too. Buddy of mine managed to get himself a 3080 at launch, but he had to like make 4 pre-orders, and only one of the pre-orders was granted. The other 3 were basically nixed, and he was told that they didn't have any in stock. So that's why I had made multiple pre-orders. But yeah, it's rough. Like it doesn't matter what brand you use, AMD, Nvidia, like you can't find a GPU to buy. That's the situation I ran into. Um, it's the way it's meant to be played. LOL. Yeah, I see the 20 series are freaking out expensive. Yeah, exactly. Did you see Henry Cable's selfie with his 3090? Yes, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Um, that was golden. And I know he had to like probably get someone to like watch um like a hawk, like just watch the GPU releases like a hawk to even get one. Like even Henry Cable was feeling the drought, but he still flexed on everyone because he's like, "Oh, I got one." It's like, aha, come on, come on. Yeah, like not only are you insanely good looking, but you also managed to get a 3090 ahead of like 80% of everyone else. Someone found a way to boost FPS through the config file too. I turned RTX off to get a solid FPS. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so that's the strat for the NVIDIA GPUs. It's like I'm not married. I'm not married to the AMD brand. So I was actually looking at the NVIDIA 3000 series as well, just to see like where everything where everything added up. Like the ray tracing tech looks really, really good. Looks insanely good. And so, I'm like, all right, well, um, that's a big selling feature, big selling point for me. And I remember looking at the GPU tech last year when it was still being announced, and just how much buzz and activity was surrounding it back then. But yeah, like it's it literally is. Like I tell people all the time, if you want to just play and not have to worry about incompatibility issues, then you should get an NVIDIA GPU, because most PC developers build the build their games on the NVIDIA platform, because about 90%, at least back in 2018, the last time I checked, about 90% of gamers ran NVIDIA. So they have like 90% of the GPU market. And if you're a game dev, of course, you're going to, make sure your game runs really well on NVIDIA GPUs, because that's what everyone uses. Um, the one that's had an egg on their face has been NVIDIA themselves, with their, I forgot what it was called. Um, it was like some kind of physics or something works. Yeah, something works. It was like a big controversy about that. I want AMD because of scalability and NVIDIA for GPU. Yeah, exactly. Anytime Radeon comes close, Nvidia is like, here's 10% more because you guys are making us try. Yeah, exactly. Like back when Nvidia just had the market on lock by themselves, like they really didn't try much, and that was kind of part of the controversy a few years ago, where they rolled out this new software update, which like destroyed the GPS, not the GPS, the FPS on older GPUs. So if you had an older Nvidia GPU and you try to like run Witcher or something like that, your FPS would just be shit, and you would have to upgrade basically to a new GPU. And a lot of the Nvidia customers, which is pretty much all of the PC gaming community, were like, "Yo, like what? That's messed up. You can't do that." So Nvidia definitely had a PR nightmare that they themselves created, and I think they've learned their lesson, because it would enable itself automatically. That's what made people so upset. Like you didn't have a choice to enable this graphical setting. Um, but if you had a newer NVIDIA GPU, it ran beautifully and it worked great. But if you had an older one, you pretty much were forced to upgrade. So they kind of did like the Apple move. um, it's like iOS 11 all over again. And yeah, people were not happy about that at all.
In a city tingling with desire, he'll do anything to scratch every itch. Watson Hall. New episodes every Wednesday at 10, only on WNS.
Alright, I've actually got to go into stream mode. Alright, so last time I was I actually don't even remember where I was last week, the last time I streamed. Like, I've played this game so much and have done so much shit since then. Like, I don't even remember. But we're about to go inside a casino, and I think this is like a small scale heist that I'm doing. And then I'm gonna try to meet Panam. So I gotta meet her at midnight. Oh! Riding motorcycles can be very difficult, but forgiving. The driving in this game is very, very forgiving. Not like Grand Theft Auto at all. Okay, so it's that kind of casino. Don't know how I'm gonna get down there. What level are you? I'm level 19. I am level 19. So, even though I played the game for... I pretty much played the game every day, including yesterday. I spent more time exploring and doing like random missions than like focusing the story missions, which give you bigger EXP. Alright. So it looks like just a really sus casino. And there's guards outside. So let me go ahead and like the armor rating of what I'm wearing is pretty decent. I could probably get away with it, but I do have like actual better stuff. I just turned RTX back on. Jeez, so beautiful. Yeah, exactly. That ray tracing technology is just it's amazing. Like I remember when they were first showing off the RTX tech, and they were using Minecraft as a demonstration, and just to see how different that game looked with RTX enabled is just incredible. I got to meet Taki at the dinner, and then started all the side gigs, worked my way north, and then wrapped into the desert. Ah, okay, yeah. I pretty much did the same thing. Like, I pretty much did the same thing. I held off on just really progressing through the story after my meeting with him, and even like meeting with him, it took a while.
Hold up. It's paid to get inside.
You got all wrong, big guy. You see, a friend of mine's fixing to bring in some easy corpo prey hot with loose wallets. You want to ask your boss how much we get per head fleeced?
Okay. Go on in. But I don't want to see any funny bits, alright? What the hell?
Alright, I think he's like somewhere between bugged and aware, because I changed the logic. That's too funny. That's some pretty good graffiti. Now working back into the NC. Okay, nice. The desert's pretty nice though. The desert's pretty nice. It reminds me of a Californian desert.
Yeah, a few eddies here and there.
At least that's something, right?
Alright, so you're searching the
Spent 'em
casino
all second I
office.
got 'em. Yeah.
And I know I'm looking for something, but bought the Akira style motorcycle and the Quadro Avenger. Yeah. Those vehicles are awesome. And I also have both vehicles as well, and I love them. Like you gotta go with the Akira.
Hey,
I also need to like watch that anime again as well. It's a classic. Alright, I'm still gonna get credit chip.
Don't even ask. It's Ennis. It's pathetic. Say what you will about Vortex.
So let's go to office.
For a taste of sweet, 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 clean speed. And his life is too short to be slow.
But it's gonna be interesting to see.
Permanent residence, a marriage license, and a single child permit. In Northern Europe, the humanitarian crisis has worsened. Refugees from flooded regions in Belgium and the Netherlands continue to pour into Scandinavia. Sweden has responded with force, sinking over a dozen refugee vessels in recent weeks.
Greetings, fellas. Hey, I haven't seen Akira. Yeah, no. Akira is a classic. I definitely recommend it.
Permanent human settlement on
I definitely recommend it.
10 years today.
Speaking of anime, I just started My Hero Academia Season 3. Just started meeting it halfway through, lol. True, yeah, exactly, because you just, you binge, which is what you're supposed to do. I just can't, like, I'll watch maybe 4 episodes at most, but I need time to, like, process everything that I just watched. So, I'm a pretty terrible, binger. Just sneak up on the full surprise butt sex, yeah, exactly. Your stealth has increased to 75. I don't even know how I broke this dude's leg. I'm still trying to figure it out. Hey, when we getting someone to plug that hole in the ceiling, you know, in storage behind the bar? Not urgent, I know, but it's ugly as sin. It's getting all kinds of critters crawling through. Tired of it. Yep. I fucking ignored this email. Got a runner helping us score back to Eddie's Vortex site from the casino. Gave him a room on the 2nd floor. Give the guys some peace and fucking quiet, will you? Alright. So it's on the 2nd floor. Let's see. 557A. Yeah, we can probably use this one if it lets me. Alright. 7A. 55. 1C. Okay, let's see. If you'll let me go to BD. And give me that moolah. I did the same, but that attack on the summer cat was too captivating. It just stopped. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, summer camp arc was pretty good. Know where I can know where you can watch Akira? Well, I believe I saw it on Funimation's website.
She could work the machines, not like our new gun.
So yeah, I think if you have a subscription, you can see it there. I'm sure Crunchyroll also has it. Crunchyroll has like everything. Um, but in lieu of those two places, you might be able to just find it on YouTube, honestly, because like it's an older classic, and I don't know if they'd be pursuing copyright like that. Because if I did see it on Funimation, and Funimation owns the copyright, and they're hit or miss. Sometimes they will pursue copyright, sometimes they won't. Depends on how old something is. Um, so I would probably start with YouTube. See if you can find it there. Upload it by some random foreign account. So I could open this. Probably should actually. That way I don't have to go outside. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna go ahead, level up technical ability. Alright. Found some decent loot. Alright, you didn't see anything. Great. I just walk in a women's bathroom. Got Kobe Little Mule, Jackie's Arch, Kusanagi, CT3X, my. Yeah, as a joke. And a Type 66 Avenger, put double resources into crafting. Yes, yes. Crafting is so good in this game. Like, you just have to. You just have to. You're missing out if you don't focus on it. It's like, I originally wasn't going to focus on crafting in the beginning, but it was just too useful to ignore. So there's a guard outside.
Hold up. It's paid to get inside.
And that's where I'm trying to get to. So if I go out this way. Yeah, he's bugged. Like he won't go on alert status, even though like the game is telling him that he should go on alert status, but they're gonna be rolling out a patch for PC. They've already rolled out a patch for consoles, but they're gonna roll out one for PC. Finally got 18 tech, agility, ability, crafting epics now. Yeah, you can go to a Ripper and buy the respec token later anyways for like 100k, but I felt it was so necessary. Yep, exactly, exactly. It really is. Like, it's just too useful. And then a lot of stuff that you get, you can't really make money on, like a bunch of common weapons and stuff, and it's better to break it down and craft so you can, like, you know, craft ammo and you don't have to buy that. Because ammo's expensive. Ammo can get pretty expensive. You don't see me. You looked at my direction, but I'm just a mirage. Yeah, so much backlash on the release. I'm sure they can fix everything. If only the corporate overlords didn't treat everyone like shit, more or less. Yeah, exactly. And there's actually a bit of a revolt going on at CD Projekt Red right now between the workers and the executives, because the employees had been telling, you know, the bosses like, hey, it's not ready, it's not ready, it's not ready. But they didn't want to miss the holiday rush, so they pushed the game out. I personally am glad that the executives made that decision, because I just want to like play this game already. Like, I play Star Citizen, dude. Like you know who's a Star Citizen fan and who isn't a Star Citizen fan. It's like the people that are complaining about the game not being in a finished state. Like, what did you think? Like seriously, have you been following the development of this game? Of course, it's not finished. Why are you acting so surprised? Now the console guys, they got burned hard, but as I was explaining on one of Young Yea's vids, I'm like, look, this isn't new. Like, if a game's coming out, right, and you have to if PC people have to upgrade their PCs to play it, and it's also going to be released on last gen, do not buy the last gen version. Like, that's just the rule. Like, you don't do it. I've seen it so many times in video games where the last gen ports, if they are launched at the same time as the current gen, it's shit. It's shit. Like, you just don't do it. Just don't do it. But at least I'm like, all right, but the game will be playable though. No, the game wasn't even playable. So like, CD Projekt Red definitely deserves all the hate for that, because you guys, you didn't show anyone console gameplay, which was my first red flag. I'm like, why would you even buy a game that you haven't even seen demonstrated? And then they had a review embargo, so people who did get a chance to play the game couldn't talk about specifically what they were able to play. And everyone that I followed, you know, played the game on the PC. They were PC players, so. LOL, this is me trying to sneak around in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get the studio's frustration. I'm happy with it on PC. Yeah, some people can deal with glitches and bugs, but most people aren't as mature. Yep. There's too many in the gaming community. Like, people are so quick to like throw tantrums, and not like be practical, you know. But a lot of them are like either casual gamers or they're Zoomers, and they haven't been around as long as we have. Like, we grew up, you know, with fucking PS3, Xbox 360. We know a thing or two about last gen ports and how they're not good. You shouldn't buy them, but you know, it doesn't stop people from trying. Definitely feel for console pop, but it's like Anthem all over again. You can see the markers from 100. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're a gamer, a real gamer, not the, you know, shout racial slurs at other people kind of gamer, but an actual gamer who appreciates the art, like, you know the red flags to look for. And you know, this game had all kinds of red flags as far as console release was concerned. But I knew I was gonna buy it for PC from the get go. All right, so. I gotta find a way to distract this dude. Actually, I got a better idea. We're gonna just turn his eyes off. And then fucking... hopefully no one sees me. Alright.
Huh?
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You didn't see me. You didn't see me. You didn't see me. Alright. There now. Alright, you're next. Alright, you shut up too. Ah shit, camera. Turn off. Whew, that was close. Alright. I felt like I was always set on PC, so rip console people. Truth. Yeah. I'm also bandwagoners. You're also a bandwagoner? Or are you saying there's also bandwagoners? Because that's definitely the phenomena with this game. Like, there's so much hype surrounding it. A lot of people wanted to play this game just because of the hype. You know, but I looked into the lore, man. I looked into the background of the game, and I knew I wanted to play it because I'm just a fan of the genre. So for me, it's a no-brainer, but a lot of other people, maybe they did go in expecting, you know, a certain outcome, and you know, they were unpleasantly surprised. Yeah, it's never a good sign if there's a review embargo up to release. Exactly. Like, if there's a review embargo and they're not letting people show any footage, you know something's up. And then the moment streamers got like their early copies, that's when you started seeing all the bugs. Like, I didn't play until launch, so you know you had that day zero patch, which kind of cleared up a lot of the like the really ridiculous bugs and game crashes and things like that. And I've been running that version um, since, and the game's been working fine for me. But I don't complain, lol. A $20 discount across the board for pre-order. We grew up with 8-bit games. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. You both bring up good points. I think that CD Projekt Red can come back from this for sure, um, but it's just a matter of just how they want to handle it, you know. And getting people's or winning back people's trust is going to be the most difficult thing. Alright, someone's scoping me from like across room here. But it's cool because I can just add this anything relevant to my message history. But you know, they took very heavy inspiration from Deus Ex, and I remember their official Twitter account saying that everyone should be a fan of Deus Ex, right? Because someone in Twitter, because you always have those idiots, was like, "Oh, this game looks like Deus Ex." It's like, what? Well, like, of course it does. Are you not familiar with the cyberpunk genre at all? And are you not familiar with the fact that like Deus Ex was really the first game to really expand upon and make the cyberpunk genre a thing in video games? And there's our random T-pose. This is always a good thing. This is always a good thing. Because T-posing people can't hurt you. They cannot hurt you. Um, so, let me see. Yeah, like, he can talk, but... Okay, now he's walking. Now he's walking. He's not T-posing anymore. But yeah, we grew up with 8-bit games, so we kind of saw the video game industry develop. You know, if you're a Zoomer, you don't know what that was like. You don't know what video games was like before mega corporations started buying into them. You know, a lot of people who own video game companies today are not actual gamers. They come from other industries, but because it makes so much money, it's like, well, shit, let's get in on this gaming thing. Maybe I play some Xbox, you know, 2 hours a month or something, you know, while I'm doing derivatives management or whatever the fuck MBAs do nowadays. But yeah, like you can see just the attitude. It's very different. The products are very different. And it is not easy. It's not easy being in the biz today, for sure. It's not easy being in the biz. The other thing's just staying away from news articles because those people bitch so much. I thought the news of politics was bad, but geez, people can't be happy with anything nowadays. Yeah, exactly, and they won't be happy if you're not outraged too. Exactly, exactly. Like the streamer that I follow, political streamer Hassan, like he literally was going on for like 20 minutes talking to the woke scolds in his community because it's a leftist community, so you have a lot of those SJW types as well. You know, there's a way to express your grievances without being like an insufferable, annoying moron. Like, like it is possible. It is possible.
I have received information that Vortex's shard is on its way. You did not disappoint, V. That deserves compensation. I am closing the contract and transferring your fee.
Like, and what he was trying to tell him is like, no other video game has even attempted to give any kind of legitimacy or credence to the transgender community. The fact that you can make a character like this, okay, an outwardly female character with a giant cock, cannot do that in any other video game ever made. Like, you just can't do it, right? And so, as far as gaming's concerned, that's huge progress. But people still weren't happy. It's like, oh yeah, but they locked voices. They locked voices to gender. So like, I can't truly make a trans character because the voices are masculine and feminine. It's like, well, yeah, but like how expensive it is to retain a voice actor. Like they literally have to record an entirely different line of dialogue for trans people, non-binary people, and they're not gonna do that. They're just not gonna do that. And so what he was saying to them is like, it sounds to me like they just shouldn't have done it in the first place. They should have done what every other game has done and just ignored trans people altogether. Like that's what they should have done. Because you guys are literally screaming about this and it's not that big of a deal. Is it a blind spot? Definitely. Yes, it's a blind spot. But you guys are making it sound like, they're transphobic and this is their way of making fun of trans people. It's like, no. You don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to make fun of a marginalized community. That's not how capitalism works, people. It's not how that works. If they wanted to make fun of trans people, they would have just like throw some attack helicopter shit in like one of the dialogue lines or something and called it a day. That's what they would have done, but that's not what happened. Like you can actually make a trans character, and you have trans characters in the game. So it's like, guys, shut up, stop bitching, please. This is literally why people don't take you guys seriously. 'Cause you complain about every fucking little thing. Yeah, I got a very big Deus Ex vibes from it. Just add in the open world element like Skyrim. Yeah, exactly. Hello, just giving that full Nelson. Yeah. Deus Ex, Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell. It's a happy mix-up of it all. Yep, exactly. And there's a lot of references to all of those things too, if you know what to look for. So CD Projekt Red did a great job of that. Just kind of calling back to the big names in the cyberpunk medium. Yeah, let me use this degree to make money off this industry. Yeah, exactly. It's like when you go to mom and pop restaurants, they tend to be very good, even compared to corporate level chains. Exactly. Um, like the mom and pops are either really good or really bad. Corporate chains are just acceptable. Like they make tasty food. I will say that. Tasty Steve. Like they make tasty food, but it's not you know just to die for. It's the mom and pop shops that are the best. It's like that Indian place I was telling you guys about. That's a mom and pop. That's not a corporate chain, and food's amazing. So it matters. LOL, but a dick though. Not to mention different ethnic groups. Yeah, exactly. Different ethnic groups as well. And it's like the trans community is kind of new to the whole civil rights fight, because before they were just completely shunned to like the fringes of society. So um, they had to fear people just beating the shit out of them, which still happens today, but there's a lot more awareness of trans people and trans issues, and so now they're like, all right, well, let's take it and run with it, and let's just you know attack and condemn anyone that doesn't fit our particular view of the world. And it's like, well, hey, welcome to the real world. I'm black. Hello, hi. I'm black person. Pleasure to meet you. We've been talking about civil rights in America for over 400 years, and we're still having to march on the street saying Black Lives Matter because there's still racism. And that's not because the media says it is. It's because it's literally like it's evident. It's clearly evident. It's so obvious that Republican conservatives can't even deny it. So it's like, guys, you got to be patient, and if you're gonna be woke scoldy, it doesn't help anybody. Like ask people how they feel about hoteps. Okay, ask people about the super black, super militant people that just want to burn white people in the pile. Like ask them how they feel about those people, and if that makes them feel more sympathetic towards the plight of African Americans in this country. I guarantee you, it doesn't help. So don't be a woke skull. Like, it doesn't matter what you believe. If you're atheist, Christian, trans, Democrat, it doesn't matter. Don't be a woke skull. The woke skull is the worst type of person. They're insufferable, and you do more damage to what you believe. So they've got like a tarot system in this game, which I thought was really interesting. It's funny because like I was just playing Persona before I started playing Cyberpunk, which I will go back to playing Persona. Don't worry. Um, but Persona is all about the tarot, right? It's like built around the tarot, and V and Joker have the same. Um, they have the same tarot. They're both the Fool. And every game character technically is the Fool, right? Especially in an RPG. You start off with infinite potential. You have all of these paths in front of you, and as you play the game, you can kind of, pick your route, and that's kind of what the card's about. What I like with this game is that they kind of took all of the tarot cards and just reworked them in a cyberpunk sense. So they've incorporated the core elements of each tarot card. Like you can Google European tarot right now, and you'll see like the original source material. But yeah, it's pretty badass, like what they've done with the cards. So it says justice here is the card of conflict resolution, proclaims the need for order to see through lies and deceit, return to the natural state of affairs. Justice implies a just sentence, but also due process, which we don't do. We don't do due process. We do we do aggressive retaliation on these streets. You do something fucked up, and you get zeroed, and that's what happens. That's what happens. LOL verdict though, not to mention the F groups, Asian trans man with a thick accent. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Shit, let me cook for you. Yeah, I know, right? It's true. It's true. Corda's having to work from 5 to 8, so she's on her way home now. I can hang for about 10 to 15 more minutes. Okay, completely understandable, man. I'm glad that you're choosing to spend your pre-court time with us. Yeah, trans are new. Dave Chappelle talked about that in one of his episodes. I would say it's only getting ahead because of the African American and other minorities, because trans are happening within the white community as well. Exactly, and that's what Dave Chappelle said, and it pissed off a lot of trans people, but they couldn't argue with it. It's true. It's like if the only people who were trans were black and brown, you guys would have like no rights whatsoever, like period. You would still be just as marginalized. But because there's white people in the trans community, now it's like it's a thing. Now it's a thing that people have to accept, or at least tolerate. Like you can't force anyone to accept anything they don't want to do. Like that's human psychology. It doesn't work like that. But it's also it's also the real world. So there's the other side of it too. It's like, oh well, I don't want trans people in my games. It's like, well, one, it's not your game, all right? It's the company's game. The company can do whatever the fuck they want. Number two, it's real life. There's trans people in real life. So the moment that you mature enough to get out of your fucking feelings and just accept the fact that art is allowed to represent people that exist, I'm just gonna point and laugh at you. So you get to that point, I'm just gonna point and laugh at you, because it's reality. It always was reality. There are brown people, there are women, there are trans people, there are asexual people. They exist. They exist. I'm sorry. A controversial take, I know, but they exist. And an artist is making a game that says, you know what, I want my game to be representative of people who exist. Then yeah, you're going to see them in quote unquote your video games. Like that's just how it is. Yeah, choose your destiny. LOL. That's what happened in season 3 of My Hero Academia. Yeah, exactly. If you look at the character Deku, like he's also, that also applies to him. The tarot also applies to him. I'm saving my game because like I'm here to like look for a tarot card, but this place looks sus as fuck, and I don't know if I'm gonna run into a cyber psycho. Usually they announce themselves, but you can never be sure. You can never be sure. Because this place is like completely deserted. And there's no lights in here. Oh shit, okay. I found the San Vestin. And I think that's the, there we go. Going to be streaming later today or up to playing games. I'm probably going to be definitely down to play some games later today. But I don't know if I'm going to stream like all the way to when I have to leave myself, because I'm going to be going downtown and hanging out with some friends. But that's going to be around 8 o'clock, so probably have some time to play some games. I know there's this the new Left 4 Dead Alpha that's out, but you have to be sent a code. So if anything, you can probably play some World War Z or something. Same with the opioid crisis. They didn't care when blacks were at the center of it. Now that whites are affected, they got to do something about it. Yeah, exactly. It's the, like, when you talk about white privilege and you talk about racism, like, that's what people are talking about. You know, it's not that you're born white and someone comes up to you and hands you $1 million. That's a red herring, and a straw man made in bad faith. The reality is what you just described, right? Like, when it was happening in the black community, people went to prison. Now that it's happening in the white community, it's a crisis, and there needs to be mental health and counseling, and corporations need to be held accountable. Like, it's the exact same problem. These are white people who are junkies, who are strung out, who are on drugs, but the justice system just sees it differently. When black people are junkies and strung out on drugs, the justice system's like, oh, these criminals gotta go to prison. That's what we're talking about. When we talk about white privilege, that is literally what we mean. So if you look at the opioid crisis, that's the perfect analogy of what people have been talking about for the last 10 years, basically. Like, it gets a lot of people upset, especially if you're white and you're working class. It's like, what do you mean I have privilege? Like, I'm struggling to pay my bills. I got student debt to pay. Like, what the fuck you mean I have privilege? But that's what we're talking about. If you're in trouble, America's going to be a lot more sympathetic to helping you than helping me. Those are facts. Those are facts. Let's see, 5C, 1C, 7A. Like, even like when you look at marijuana, right? So like, now that weed is being legalized in a lot of places, you're seeing like freaking Harvard Ivy League people investing in it. And like, literally just a year ago, you had tons of people, most of them people of color, going to prison for the same thing. But the law is supposed to be moral and right. So like, yeah, it's a lot of contradictions in just the way that America views justice. And we also have a very retaliatory idea of justice. We think that revenge is justice. And our justice system reflects that. So, you have people all the time say, yeah, you believe in leniency in the justice system, but what if someone did something terrible to someone you cared about? It's like, yeah, so what if they did? Like, throwing people in prison for 30, 40 years and charging the taxpayer millions of dollars doesn't help the criminal, and it doesn't help society. Like, reforming people is how you go about doing that, not just throwing them in prison forever. But the reason why we do that is because you have big prison, basically, corporate private prisons, who want that, because that's how they make their money. So even today, we still find a way to openly profit off of the bodies of other Americans. And you read the language of the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment legalizes slavery. So, you'll hear a conservative commentators say all the time, oh, racism's done. It died out a long time ago. The Emancipation Proclamation, blah, 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 blah. But the 13th Amendment says that slavery is illegal unless you are convicted of a crime, and then it is then legal to turn you into a slave. So is it any surprise that the the majority of the prison population. The largest population in prison is black, is African American. So it's kind of like a, you know, haha, gotcha bitch moment from American racism, because it's like, yeah, you know, we couldn't own you guys, um, you know, the way that we used to, so we're just going to, you know, make all the things you do illegal, put you in situations where you're more likely to commit that crime, and then enslave you anyway. So, haha, fuck you, got you. It's literally on the books. And so a lot of corporations profit off of slave labor, even to this day. And those are the good behavior prisoners. So like the people who are like actually following policies and procedures and like trying to reform themselves, they're the ones who basically get pushed into slave labor. And so some corporations, they try to like get around the optics part of it, and they're like, yeah, well, they're not actually slaves because we pay them $2 an hour. It's like, all right, dude, all right, you got us. you pay him $2 an hour. You got us. High Priestess, yes, this is the one I was looking for. High Priestess is a card of mystery. It shows how all of our secrets hang by a delicate thread, struggle between common sense and intuition. High Priestess symbolizes the cold, calm waters as well as the mysteries hidden in their depths. And that's the bottom line because 8-Bit Amethyst said so. Oh yeah, no, I wish I had that level of gravitas, but people just get angry with me. Like there's some feminists that like wants to argue with me on Facebook right now because I had said that feminism as it exists today is ahistorical, and she got pissed off, and I'm like, but you're literally proving my point right now. You're not even trying to see the merit of my argument at all. You just want to say men suck, and then you want men to like agree with you. Like, no, we're not going to agree with you. Like, if there's anything about the patriarchy and sexism, is that number one, yes, it still does exist. Yes, it's real, but to suggest that all of the bad things in human history are the result of men, and all of the good things in human history are the result of women, is completely like that. That's like Trump's thinking, right? Like everything good that happens in America is because of him, and everything bad that happens in America is because of the Democrats. And it's like that's not a good argument. Like the only people who cheer for that are like literally members of the MAGA cult. Like if you have a brain at all, you know that's not true. You know that Republicans do horrible shit. You know that Democrats do horrible shit. Like come on. And he says it, and people cheer for it. And it's like, what are you like? Come on, guys. This is not a compliment. You should not cheer for this. Makes you look stupid. But yeah, like she literally is angry with me now because I told her that. But it's true. Like it is ahistorical. Take abortion for example. Abortion is an issue that is very much a woman-centric issue. Like men can't have babies. They can't. Now the trans community begs to differ, but you know, as far as we see sex and gender,
I need you to steal a certain document.
men can have kids.
Find the details attached.
We can't carry babies in our wombs. I know I can't. You know, I'm a guy. He, him, cis het, and no matter how much wild, crazy, gay sex I have, I will not get pregnant. No matter how much semen I take in my ass, I will not get pregnant. So, people can say, oh, that's not true. Men can have children. Well, I can't. So, I don't know what to tell you. Now, I'm a guy, so I know a thing or two about that. So, it's very much a woman-centric issue. And, you have women who say, hey, abortion should be banned. So I'm like, all right, so what do you say about that then, right? Tell me, Miss Feminist, tell me what do you have to say about that. And then she's like, well, no, you suck. And I'm like, all right. So we're just gonna skip over that. We're gonna skip over the point that I made where the patriarchy has been supported by women just as much as it has been supported by men, because women are moms, women are wives, women are sisters. And you mean to tell me that no woman at any point in history has ever said, hey, this thing that you espouse and do, it makes me feel uncomfortable? Like, you think that every woman in history has done that? No, there's lots of women that says, yeah, no, this woman that's saying that she was molested, she's making it up. She's making it up. She's not telling the truth. Women lie. I'm a woman. I would know. Women lie. Um, they don't want to deal with that part of the argument. They just want to be able to say, men bad, woman good, and that's a very asinine way of thinking. Like, if you're that stupid, you should just not have an opinion. You know, go watch reality TV or something. Just shut the fuck up, because I'm gonna point and laugh at you. And I don't care if I'm mansplaining. Okay, you're being stupid. So it is what it is. All right, let's get caught up in chat here. Just make her reach out and touch me rifle. That makes the first crit of one of anti-material builds a very short fight. Yes, yes. I'm in love. I'm in love with this little guy right here. I actually got it from killing a Shiv. But yeah, I had a tech rifle before, but I've got a scope, the E255 Percipient, which allows you to see through walls. And this gun penetrates surfaces. So it's the perfect combination. And I'm playing the game on hard mode, so I have to use this gun a lot. But yeah, just getting a headshot through a wall or a couple of walls, it's the best. It is the best. I wish someone would just come up to me and give me a million. Hell yeah, brother. Exactly. Similar to the anti-maskers, they're not gonna care until they get hit with the Rona. Exactly. I still don't care what when we have Rona scares up here. Medical industry too. Yeah. It's like with COVID, when it first became a thing, people immediately went into the extremes. Either it's not real and it's a Democrat conspiracy or Democrat hoax, or it's like the worst thing that ever hit mankind, and if you get Rona, you'll die immediately. Like, that's where people went. And I'm like, guys, is anyone listening to the experts? Is anyone here liberal and conservative? Is anyone here listening to the experts? Is anyone here listening to the doctors and the virologists? Or are we just letting fear kind of take this thing? Alright? So you got these dumbass motherfuckers that are like, oh, I'm not wearing a mask because I'm a real American, and government's not going to tell me what to do. It's like, bitch, you wear clothes, don't you? Like, do you walk around with your cock hanging out? No. Why? Because the law says you can't do it. You literally already follow what government tells you to do. Do you have the insurance on your car? Do you have a license plate? Do you have a registration for that gun? I hope you have a registration for that gun. You're already doing it. So just wear a mask. You're not impressing anyone, and no one's gonna look at you and say, I really want to fuck that guy because he's not wearing a mask when he's supposed to wear them. No one's saying that. No one's saying that. All right. So get out of your head and just wear a fucking mask. On the other side, if you think that COVID-19 is gonna literally make your blood boil, and you're gonna turn into a pile of salt. So you have to woke shame everyone who isn't walking around with hand sanitizer and an N95 mask. You too are an idiot, and you too should shut the fuck up, because the virus is serious. It's very serious. It's killed over 300,000 people. But practicing good hygiene, wearing your mask, staying socially distant. Like, knock on wood, but I haven't gotten COVID yet. You know what I mean? I haven't gotten COVID yet. Wash your fucking hands, stay the fuck away from people, and wear a mask. Simple. Easy. Good old free labor. At least they do feed them in prison. Yes. Definitely medical industry. Got a dip. Alright, brother. We'll talk later. The ninjas ain't shit movement. It's quite contrary in some cases. Helena Troy, even Garden, Lot's wife. Exactly. I need more non-biblical examples other than Helena Troy. Queen Isabella, Queen Elizabeth. Um, those are the two. Margaret Thatcher. Like the problem with fourth wave feminism, because I do describe feminism in waves because it is like feminists today like to tie themselves to the legacy of actual feminists, right? Like like feminist philosophers and things like that, and all they're doing is screaming about how they should be able to walk around public with their tits out. You know what I mean? Like guys, come on, come on. You are not even on the level of the feminists that my mother was, or the women who came before her, like or your mother, right? Or your mother, Miss Feminist. Your mother had a better understanding of feminism and what that meant. Like you're literally just running around saying men suck. Like that's not that's not that's not a compelling argument. It's like, why do men suck? And then they have to use like a bunch of secondhand information, or they'll say something. I was like, well, did a woman create the nuclear bomb? It's like, no, a woman did not create the nuclear bomb. But I tell you what, a woman did do. A woman worked in a factory which allowed the materials needed for the Manhattan Project to be procured. So while a woman didn't create the nuclear bomb, she sure as fuck helped create it. Like that's facts, you know. Because all the men were overseas fighting in the war, so they needed women to actually work, and that's how the feminist movement really gained steam. Because you know the patriarchal chauvinists couldn't keep women oppressed anymore because they needed them. She didn't necessarily do anything bad, but the war was fought over her, though. Yeah, exactly. Like she was just fine. Like that's literally all it was. She was fine, and a war broke out because she was fine. But she didn't do anything. She was just as oppressed as all the other women in the region. The only reason she's even relevant at all is because she's hot, which is kind of the point, right? An older feminist would say, yeah, that's literally an example of patriarchy, which it is. Which it is. Because whoever won the war, it's not like Helena Troy would be like, oh, well, I'll go out with you if you win this war. No, like, they were going to marry her. Like, she had to marry whoever the winner was. Now, of course, she would want to because, the people who are fighting over her are, like, the most powerful and influential people in the world at this time. But, yeah. She couldn't, she didn't have nearly as much freedom or say. She didn't have any say in the matter. But it's the ancient world. It was very much chauvinistic. But to use more modern examples, Margaret Thatcher is hated. Hated by leftists, hated by progressives, hated by British people in general. Like nice little old ladies will literally be like, I will piss on Thatcher's grave. Like I fucking hate that bitch. No lie, like not even any hyperbole. Like they really, really hate Margaret Thatcher. She's a woman, and if your theory is correct, man bad, woman good, then why do so many people, women included, hate her? Marie Le Pen is a woman. Okay, she's a woman too. She's also a fascist. You know what I mean? So like that's why I say modern feminism is ahistorical, because they don't deal with the contradictions in their own argument. They just want to be able to say man bad and woman good and move on. And it's like, no, woman narcissistic, woman toxic, woman wants to be right all the time, woman not willing to hold woman to account. Those are the real facts. But we're not ready to have that conversation. This man can't have babies. I hate it when people use that term mansplaining. Like I'm explaining from my perspective. I just happen to be a guy, and that's how a guy will lose his cock. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a dismissive term. It's a dismissive term, because there's this belief system on the left, and it's basically predicated upon the idea that you must be whatever it is you speak on. So they'll get mad, like let's say you're a cisgender heterosexual guy, and you speak on trans issues. There's going to be trans people who get mad at you because you're not trans. Even if you're saying what a lot of trans people themselves, say is a good thing, they just feel that you don't have the authority to speak on it. And that's the same thing with women's issues, right? It's like, oh, you have an opinion on abortion? Shut up, because you don't have a uterus. You're not a woman. You can't speak on those issues. And men don't have that belief because men aren't allowed to have that belief because we're bad. So you can't say to a woman, "Oh, you're woman-splaining," right? Like it doesn't work like that. They're gonna call you a reactionary. So it's kind of just one of those things where, you know, it's kind of just one of those woke scoldy things that people do, and like I had said to someone yesterday, I'm like, I've met and spoken to white people who had a better understanding of race and racism than Candace Owens. Candace Owens has a horrible, horrible view and outlook on race and racism. She doesn't have a fucking clue. And that's deliberate. That's a grift. She's only relevant at all because she gaslights and undermines people of color, black people. Whenever something racist happens, she pops her head out of the bushes and goes to explain to conservatives and to racists. Oh, you guys don't have to worry about anything that Black Lives Matter is saying because I'm a black woman and I know what racism is and this isn't it. Like that's literally her only purpose. If she ever for a second said something progressive, she would be done. And then the conservatives will be looking for another black female grifter. So you know, we black people have a term that we use for people like that. And racist white people also use that term. It's like a synonym for the N word. So if a white person uses it, it's a racial slur. If we use it, we're talking about a black person who quote unquote sold out. Um, so yeah, that those are facts. There are white people who have a better understanding of race and racism than Candace Owens does. Um, and there's men who have a better understanding of feminist issues than Amy Coney Barrett, the new Supreme Court justice, than any insert your conservative woman character. Like this idea that you have to be a woman to speak on women's issues, or you have to be black to speak on black issues, or trans to speak on trans issues, is completely absurd. Because you never make progress without allies. So like if you think that you're going to be able to you know advocate for your positions and get change without any help or any allies, you're a goddamn fool. Because if that were the case, if that was actually possible, you wouldn't need to be having this debate in the first place. You would just go change it. So what's up? What's up, feminists? What's up, activists? What's up, woke skull? Like, if you don't need allies, then go change it. What are you talking to me for? So, but people just want to be victimized so bad, which is what I said to the feminists. I'm like, you're just looking for victimhood. You're not even trying to like find the truth. You just want to be a victim. I can't help you with that. Cause like, I work with badass women, like at my job. Like they slay. They know their shit. They're sharp. They're on it. Um, and they've all dealt with like actual sexism. You know what I mean? Like, It's literally it's different. I can't take fourth wave feminists seriously. It's like you guys are still acting like we're throwing chastity belts on you or something. It's ridiculous. I remember that one girl on Twitter that I showed you who threw that term out when you jumped into the conversation. Yeah, yeah, exactly. She got fed up with trying to defend her comments and just said she hates all these guys trying to mansplain. LOL. Where's your resolve? Yeah, that like it's a cop out. So like if you're debating a leftist, listen out for those terms because that's usually when you've beaten them. Like if they feel that they can beat you in a debate, they won't throw those terms out just yet. Or if you say something completely just way out in left field, maybe they'll throw those terms out to dismiss you. But in my experience, they don't usually start saying that shit until you've said something that they can't really come back with, so they just try to say, "Oh, well, you're a racist, or you're this, or you're that," without actually addressing the conversation. Where are the white women at? What's up, Planet Popstar? So it was good, Rich. Oh, apparently I came in on the wrong conversation. Oh no, you're on the right one, man. You're on the right one. Like speaking of white women, like how's the Pokemon Go community working out for you? You met any new cute girls? So a little backstory, Dream Hunter. Rich he meets this girl and they start talking a bit. I think it was like through Nintendo, right? Because like you guys played Pokemon Go together, and you start talking, and she kind of like drops a hint, like she's into him, right? And so he's like, I don't know if I should respond or how I should respond. And so, of course, me and Casca, we were like, you have to respond. Like at this point, you have to at least express that you feel the same way, if it's true. And Rich was like, I like her, but I don't know what to say. And so a week goes by, and so we start playing. I forgot what we were playing. I think we were playing Fall Guys, and I'm like, all right, so what's the word? And Rich is like, I didn't message her back for a couple of days, and then she got mad at me, and and now we're not talking. Um, of course, he can tell the story much better than I can, but um, that's why I asked him about the Pokemon Go hunt because it's relevant to that discussion. I uninstalled the app. Pokemon is dead to me. Oh wow. Put me in a Discord call. Okay, okay. Let's get you on. Let's get you on. I'm gonna call you in right now.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Richard. Would you like to
You
share?
want no? Okay, I can hear myself on the stream.
Okay.
Okay. So there were two different Pokemon Go girls.
Oh
Uh,
shit. Okay.
yeah. There's one that I was super duper into, and then there was another that seemed to be super duper into me. Um, the one that I was super duper into, don't worry about that one. The real story comes with the one that was into me
Okay.
because I through Tinder. And like we match on Tinder and eventually she says like, "Oh, I can't do this right now. Can we still be friends though?" And I say, "Yeah, we can still be friends." And like we're friends in Pokemon Go now. We were going to keep talking through Tinder, but then she disappeared from Tinder. And I'm all like, "That bitch unmatched me." And like, I couldn't talk to her at all anymore. Um Hold on.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. This
Okay,
is
sorry.
good.
Someone messaged me about something. Okay. So, yeah, she disappears from my Tinder. I can't message her at all, but we're still Pokemon Go friends, so we were able to send each other gifts. About 6 months passes by, and then someone on the Seattle Pokemon Go Facebook group says, "Hey, I'm looking for this player. We met on another social media platform. Does anyone know him? How I can contact him?" And that gets posted to the Seattle Pokemon Go Facebook group. and someone messages me on Discord that I know saying, "Hey, someone's looking for you." And I'm all like, "What?" And then I look at Discord, and it's her. It's the Tinder girl.
Mm.
So I'm all like, "Oh, like, hey, it's me. What's up?" And then she apologized. Like, she uninstalled the app. She then realized she couldn't message me back or find me at all,
Mhm.
and she didn't know what to do. So yeah, and she said she felt bad that she like left without saying anything or giving me her number.
Mhm.
Blah blah blah. And so we talk for a bit. We do like remote raids together. Um, and we have a few gaming sessions. Like we play Mario Kart a few times. We
Okay.
play some Super Nintendo games online a few times. And then she said something weird. I
Mm.
forget what it was exactly. But she said like, "Oh, even if you're seeing someone or blah blah blah, can we still be friends?" And I'm like, I'm a bit confused, but yeah, we can still be friends. I never thought anything. Well, I didn't really say that, like, I didn't think anything else,
Right.
but, like, like, I have no problem with this friendship.
Mhm.
And, like, of course, like, she wanted to, like, from what it seemed like she wanted to probably go, next level or something like that.
Mm.
Just from that. But, like, she didn't want to make it seem like it. She just wanted to make it seem like, uh, she didn't want to lose me in any
Mm.
way, I guess.
Mhm.
And I'm all like, I say that I'm a bit confused, but blah blah blah. I'd love to still be friends. Like,
Yeah.
and then like after a few days, well, Casca he yelled at me. Once I told him, he was all like, address it, like she wants more. And then I was like, I'm just gonna say I'm confused. And of course he yells at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then he says like, you got to say more. And then I was like, okay, I guess I could say more. And then I find out she deactivates her Facebook.
Oh no.
So I was like, well, guess I can't talk to her anymore. So that's kind of what happened with that.
Oh man.
Casca assumes that she deactivated her Facebook and we never talked again, but turns out it was just like a Facebook deactivation. I could still
Okay.
message her. And because I saw that she was still available there, not like in the green thing, but I saw that like I still had the ability to message. So I was all like, "Hey, I saw you deactivated your Facebook. Everything okay over there?" And she like got back to me immediately, and she was like, "Oh yeah, things are fine." And then like we scheduled another gameplay date,
Mm.
and that was pretty much it from there. We played games and haven't really talked since.
Okay, well, it sounds like it was a mutual dissolution of a relationship, or maybe it's just something that you know you guys unconsciously put on the back burner.
Yeah, cause like honestly, like I'm not really super into her. Like
Mm.
she's a nice lady,
Mhm.
but I'm not at that point.
Yeah.
I I don't see anything really coming from it.
Right.
So
Right.
so it's like I'd be good to be friends with her still and talk, but if I start feeling something, I'd let her know. Not that I
Right.
even told her this, but
Right.
that's kind of the way I feel. But yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting, and I think the important thing too, is the fact that you're like completely honest about what
I
you
mean, I'm
feel.
honest with you. Was I honest with her? No. Of course, I never tackled anything head on.
Right.
But
Right.
I know what I want. Like, if I could do it over again, I would. I would be
Mm.
more upfront. I know I should be more upfront.
Uh huh.
But, you know. Oh,
Oh,
that's that.
that's a really interesting story though. It is a really interesting story. Holy shit, they just executed all of these people. Goddamn. But yeah, no, that is a really interesting story. I'm glad I asked because that's some lore.
Yeah, because they were like 2 girls that played Pokemon Go, and I gotta make sure that you knew and weren't mixing things up there.
Yes, yes, I'm glad that you explained. Because had you had, told me this story like a couple of weeks down the road, I would have been like, oh, he's talking about the girl that, we knew about. Or at least
Yeah.
I knew about because Casca already knew about the second girl.
I mean, I mentioned this girl to you as well, and you basically gave me the same kind of thing that Casca was. Go talk to her, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and but that happened there.
I'm proud. I'm happy that you engaged more than you did with the previous girl. This is
Yeah,
progress.
the other girl, the one that I was actually into, I just basically kind of like stood back and didn't do much and
Mm-hmm.
didn't follow up on anything. So James says 2 bitches, 1 Mr. Richard. It's more like
Yeah.
0 bitches, 1
Zero.
Mr. Richard.
No, I like James knows. James knows that you're a chat. You're a chat. You're just not tapping into your energies. Um.
I don't know. I'm on Bumble now, by the way.
Oh no. Oh, nice. Nice.
I don't know if this is like I feel like I'm doing something wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
I get maybe like 1 like a week, and it's usually someone that I am not attracted to in any way at all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you and James can help workshop my profile a bit.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like
Okay.
you drop it in the Discord, and we will give our
I
2
was hoping
cents.
that I could just read it out loud here.
Oh, that's fine too. Yeah, that's perfectly fine too.
Okay. Well, this is my like description here. Looking for someone responsible to stop me from spending ridiculous amounts of money on Pokemon cards, or someone irresponsible to open cards together with. Let's play something or talk about my next DoorDash order.
I like it, dude. I like it. Cause like you're owning your nerdiness, which I think is, as far as women are concerned, the best thing that you can do. Like, yeah, physical attractiveness will get you through the door, but if you've got the personality of a doormat, you're not getting any play, man. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Um, and you're owning that. You're like, yes, I love Pokemon cards. I love gaming. Um, and that's me. So if you're gonna message me, like just expect it. But you're also communicating at the same time that you're open to new things, right? That you're not just about Pokemon cards and gaming. That you're open to new things, new experiences. And I think
How do
that
I give
is
that off?
well, it's the part where you had said that you're looking for someone to help you stop spending all your money on Pokemon cards, and all of these frivolous things.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how I read into it. But I don't know what James thinks.
I think you're reading into it a lot, Jamal.
And I could be
Maybe.
right. I could be right because well, I'm sorry. You could be right because you wrote it. So like, was that what you were trying to communicate or convey?
I mean, I definitely need someone to tell me no. But I would prefer the one that will say, yes, let's open packs together.
Yeah, I think that's implied too. I don't think that you're saying that you want to get away from it, right? Because in that case, that's probably not the best place to look for someone that's going to actually help you, kick a habit or what have you.
Yeah.
So I think any girl that does message you is also going to be a fan of Pokemon and is also going to be a fan of gaming, which is what you want. Which is what you want. And she probably has like the same hang-ups or the same, maybe I shouldn't spend all of my money on Pokemon cards kind of attitude as well. And I think you guys will hit it off pretty well. So like I wouldn't change that part. I think if anything, I don't know what pictures you've uploaded of yourself, but it's usually the pictures that make or break it. Say something witty always, and I think you've done that. And I say this because I watch a lot of Twitch streams with, you know, girl Twitch streams, and they do this segment where they like review dating profiles. So I listen to what they say. I listen to what they're looking for when they're like on Bumble or on Tinder, and that's what I'm relaying to you. You want good pictures and you want to say something witty, because all you're trying to do is pique interest, right? You're trying to get like that first message, and once you get that, you know, you can kind of work with it, you know. Um, so yeah, I think I would have to see the pictures that you uploaded
Yes,
to like give
okay.
you the full thing, but I think you did well.
I have more in my profile here.
Oh, okay.
Because on Bumble, they give you a list of prompts, and you choose 3 prompts to answer, and you can feature them on your profile.
Oh, okay.
Prompt number 1: when no one's watching, I ... watch The Bachelorette. Shush. I know it's trashy, but I like it, and that's all that matters.
Nice, nice.
2 truths and a lie ... I keep animal crackers in my car at all times. Most of my nutrition comes from gummy vitamins, and I've seen more Disney movies than you. Last but not least, I'm still not over ... Taco Bell getting rid of potatoes. R.I.P.
That is good. That is good.
It encapsulates me perfectly.
Yes, and that's literally what you want to do. Like, if you're making a dating profile, you need to like talk about yourself in 500 characters. Like that's the goal, you know. And again, it's all about creating that interest, you know.
Yeah.
And making people say, I want to talk to this person. I'm interested in this person. And yeah, I think you've done that. So, bravo. You know, let's give Rich a slow clap here. I mean, I would, but I'm currently trying to not get shot in the head. But James, if you're still here, he gets a slow clap.
James, slow clap me, buddy. Like, I actually used Alley Cat to help tailor my profile.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. And she was like, she said, if I saw that profile, I'd swipe right. And I said, you know what? That's all that matters.
Yep. It's like, she's cool as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. So, there we go.
Nice, nice.
Okay. I was going to say, that is all that I have. I'm going to let you continue your thing, and I'm going to appear back in chat.
Okay, sounds great, man. Thank you for coming on the stream and giving us the lore, and I will see you in chat.
Okay.
So that is Planet Popstar, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the discussion. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure speaking with him. He's a good friend of mine, good personal friend of mine as well. But yeah, what you heard there is how you do it. Literally, you have to make what you're interested in and what you want clear. All right, you just have to. Oh, nice. You're in the server. Nice. Welcome to the Golf Squad server. I think you may have joined before, but I just got the notification pop up on my screen that said you hopped into the server. So, but yeah, what he has done is literally what you all should do if you're going to create a dating profile. You gotta own it. You gotta own it. And there are things that people are going to find, you know, embarrassing or whatever, and guess what? That's good. That means that, you know, they're not for you anyway. You do not want to be with someone that you're later going to, you know, break up with, right? So, if you love Pokemon, then, you know, you need to make sure that you're with someone who at least respects Pokemon. Okay? Like, you do not want to be in a relationship where, you know, you're buying a PlayStation 5 and your wife makes you sell it, You know what I mean? And this is a true story. Like I'm not capping here. Yeah, 8-Bit told me some other stories will make you over. It's not bad. Just be the best version of yourself. Yeah, I feel like you have to advertise like how employees advertise the job. Exactly. Like, if you've ever applied for a job before, it's the same kind of concept. Except the employer is some rando girl that you don't know about yet. And I mean, the same logic applies if you're a woman and you're putting out a dating profile. But usually, it's a very female-centric kind of thing. Like, even if you express interest in a guy, if your dating profile sucks, that guy's not going to want to talk to you. But in most cases, dudes are always ready. We're just waiting for someone to express and show interest in us. So, it's very female-centric in that regard. Okay, I was Joy didn't leave. What channel do I post my pics on my profile? Because I feel like we might have to workshop these. I feel weird putting these in Discord for everyone. Okay, yeah, that works too. Just create a conversation for the three of us and put that in there. Yeah, definitely gonna put some face in the game. Have some popcorn. Yeah. True. Because those things definitely matter. Because like, if you have a bunch of applicants, right? You have to come up with a system to filter, right? You have to come up with a system to filter out all of the different applications. This is why universities and post baccalaureate programs have entrance exams. That's exactly why. Okay, it looks like you're uploading the pictures right now. I'm gonna take a look, but of course I'm not gonna show them on stream. Alright, that's the first one. Alright, yeah, so the main pick, definitely keep that one, because it's actually photogenic, right? You got the sun where it needs to be, you're at the beach, it kind of says that I'm a romantic. That's what this picture says, and that you would be interested in something more. And then, you've also got your profession listed there, so women know that you are also a man that's about your business, that you're not going to be someone that's looking to use them, that you got your own shit, and that you know a thing or two about how the world works. The second picture here, it looks like we've got, oh, you're in New York. You're in New York. I would probably say, yeah, you're in New York. What's this when you went to PAX? Yeah, I think this is when you went to PAX. This is a good picture, but I don't think it's good for a dating profile. Like this picture here, like you want as many like just you pics as possible, right? So not even with other people in it, but just rich. Or rich and an inanimate object, like rich and a bicycle, or rich and a car, or rich and some gym equipment or whatever. Like a photo of you, after your workout routine or something. Thirst the women up a bit. Thirst the women up. Let's see. Let's look at picture number 3. Picture number 3, posting with the Kirby. Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. Again, it's a good picture, but it wouldn't be one that I use for a dating profile. If it was just you in the picture with the Kirby, then okay, then that's fine. But That's just my personal opinion. All right, next picture. Gummy vitamins. I've seen more Disney movies than you. Taco Bell getting rid of potatoes and rip. I'm still not over. Okay, this one's funny. This one's funny. Um, and like, if you, I think you should have. I think you should have one of these. So like, you have the Kirby photo, and then you have the photo with you wearing like the SpongeBob ugly sweater. Um, I would pick one of those. If you pick the Kirby one, make sure that it's just you. So crop out everyone else in the picture that is not you, except Kirby, because Kirby isn't an actual person. So you can kind of like use him, like a prop, so to speak. And if you choose not to keep that one, then of course you can still rock the sweater. So the idea with photos is you want to kind of give people, potential suitors, a taste into each element, right? So I would upload a picture of myself wearing a suit, one of the suits that I wear to work, or I would post a selfie of me um, at work, but not like where it could be easily verifiable, unless you don't care, right? Like, the idea is you don't want to dox yourself. But if you don't care if potential women know where you work, then okay, it's not a big deal. But if you do care, then pick some place where a person couldn't look at the picture and say, oh, I know exactly where he works. Like, don't stand out in front of your job and do a selfie with like the sign behind you, unless you don't give a shit. um but yeah, I would upload a photo of me at work. I would keep the main profile pic. I think that's really good. Um, and then I would I would probably also, like, maybe like with the ugly sweater. I would probably use it, but in like an ironic way. So you would take like a serious picture, like maybe you in front of your car or in front of your gym equipment or something, like something that people would normally say, okay, yeah, that's badass. But then you're wearing that ugly ass sweater. Like, just kind of like say, all right, I have a sense of humor. I don't take myself too seriously. Um, but then you don't want to give off the impression that you don't take anything seriously at all, which is why, um, even though you've told people that yes, I do grown up things, I have a grown up job, um, you still want like some photos that kind of show, all right, he can be serious if he needs to be. If all of your photos are just you having a good time, you may give off the impression that um, you're too happy-go-lucky, and that may be a turnoff for some people. But maybe you want a woman that's into someone that has like a great sense of humor all the time, and she's bubbly. But most people have ranges of emotion. So you kind of want to cater to that with your picture profile. But aside from all of those things, I think the pictures are pretty good. Yeah. But the last three I would change. Like, those pictures should be a part of your social media profiles for sure. Like, if you put a link in your dating profile to your social media, yeah, like, have those pictures, have fun. But your dating profile itself, I think it just needs to be about you, because that's what people are there to see. They're not interested in your friends. They're not interested in your family. They just want to see if you're someone that they want to talk to or not. But again, that's my opinion. Other people may feel differently. So I'm going to go back to chat here. He's first one. Yes, we went to NYC first. No, pick 3 is the plane. Okay, pick 3 is the plane with Grand Steve. Yeah. and pick Forrest Kirby. Profile gets mixed with prompts and pics. Ugly ass sweater. It's like Jamal never met me. Yeah, we need you in a swag suit or something. I have no good pics. You gotta make it. You gotta make it, man. Fuck it. Like, just get dressed in your suit right now. Go to your fucking mirror. Okay, make sure it's clean, because a lot of people make that mistake. They don't like clean their mirror when they do a mirror selfie, and just, boom, take a shot of it, or ask Grant to take a photo of you. Like at a desk or something. You kind of theme it a little bit. Put a little effort into the photo. Make sure it's a good one. But yeah, I think that would be a nice balance. I think that would be a nice balance. Because a lot of times, like, people tend to compartmentalize themselves, which is like the healthy thing to do. You don't want to, like, bring your work home, so to speak. And when it comes to dating, you don't really kind of think about how your job plays a factor into it, because you don't really want to have that conversation. It's like, well, I don't want a woman that's with me for my money or with me because of what I do. But it is an important thing to talk about, because if you're trying to date someone, no one really dates unless there is a small part of them that says, well, what if this person is the one? And what if, I decide to spend my life with this person? Like, that small voice is going to be there for both people in the relationship. So you want to cater to that, right? You want to cater to that subconscious need, that subconscious thought, where she may or may not be thinking that. And I think that's why a professional picture would be good. And also too, a thirst trap picture too. Like, take a picture of yourself like in a tank top or something after you hit some arm curls or do some bench, or you're just in your workout attire, because that matters a lot more than people think. Kind of displays your masculinity, and it kind of implies that you can handle yourself in the bedroom as well. So you wanna also cater to that need. And that's like the complicated thing with dating profiles, because there's so many layers and like subtext and shit. Like, you're saying things that you don't intend to say, because you don't know how people will read into them. So that's why I try, whenever I'm doing like an analysis like this, I try to like read into everything as deeply as possible, because you don't know who's going to look at it, right? So you may just see someone who like looks at the Kirby photo and says, "Oh, he likes Nintendo, I like Nintendo, let me swipe right." But you may have someone else who you would click with, but they may look at all of those photos and say, "Okay, but I see that he's got friends, he's a social person, he goes out a lot, he has fun, but is he going to be all about his friends? Am I going to be the center of his social circle or not?" And let's face it, like, all women are like that to some extent. Like, they want to have the majority of your attention, and that is a completely reasonable thing, because they're your partner. Like, of course. But there are some dudes out there that are like too much about their friends, and they kind of let their friends get in between them and their relationship. Which is why I try to be as supporting as possible. Now, if I see someone, like I see a friend of mine who's like with someone who's like legit toxic, I will say that, and I will point it out, and I'll call it out. But I try to give people a benefit of the doubt. I'm not the friend that's like focusing on the negative in every person, because only terrible friends do that. Everyone has something negative about them. So focusing on the negative is just stupid. Don't do it. Focus on the positives, and if the positives outweigh the negatives, then be with that person. If they don't, then just get out of it. But don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positives, because everyone has negative things about them. You have them. I have them. James has them. Everyone has them. So focusing on the negative is just setting yourself up for failure. It's stupid. Just do it. I did a self photo shoot. Yep, that's exactly. James did it. He literally just did his own runway shit and uploaded it all to social media. And he's gotten positive female attention for doing it too. So like, you just got to do it. Just do it. Put yourself out there. We need one of you being smoldering, eye candy. You can get a ring light stand and do a solo photo shoot. I sub the girls on OnlyFans. I'm okay with them wanting my money. True, true. Okay, all right. So we're speaking the same language. As you know, a lot of guys are like, yeah, you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't do that. You should have standards. It's like, as long as I'm making an informed choice, an informed decision, I'm good. If I'm wanting to give this girl money, so I can see her asshole, then that's my personal choice, and you should just respect that. Yeah, fuck them hoes, lol. That's fair. As long as it's not the only thing, gotta look 3 to 4 steps ahead, be attuned to the metal. Yeah, that's my job. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Having that mental health background, like you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Um, because it is important. It's super important. You have to be cognizant of those things too. Because the more dialed in you are, um, the better, the more likely you are to have success, basically. So you have to be cognizant of that. And if you're not cognizant of that, that's why you do what Rich is doing now, asking other people for their opinions and what they think. It's like all views are valid. All views are valid because you're going to get all kinds of people looking at your profile. So there's going to be some people who think that your profile is trash. There's going to be some people who think that your profile is great. But Alley Cat is like the one that you should really be listening to because she's the type of girl that I think you would want to date. And that's just my personal opinion. So I think in a subliminal sense, you and her are compatible. So if she says that your profile is good, then other alley cats will also think that your profile is good, and you're going to be into them. So that's what you want. You want alley cats. Jamal, it's all about seeing assholes. Accurate, accurate. Yeah, I get straight to the point. It's like, look, I follow a lot of these girls on social media, so I can pretty much see almost everything I want for free. So if I'm gonna spend money, I want to see asshole. Okay, like literal rectum. I want to see it because if I'm on social media, I can see just about everything else. Literally just about everything else. We love ass. I love ass too, but I don't need to see the whole. Unless you need to stick your chicken in it. Yeah, see, I don't. Anal is something that you can't rush into. There's prep for anal. Like, I don't know if I would be a big anal guy. I've never tried it, never done it, but you know, it's not something that you can just hop into. It's prep. There's a lot of lubricants and
It's all settled then, right? You'll be back here at dark.
things like that. Like it works in video games and shit, in TV shows, cause that's the Hollywood magic. But in real life, it's some prep. And also too, like, how much did she have to eat? You sure you want to you sure you want to plunge that? Cause you might start an avalanche if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? But seeing it, totally different story. Sticking my chicken in it, depends. Sounded like you said anal god. Anal god. Oh man, that's probably gonna be someone's porno in like a couple of months. All right, let me go and fast forward, skip time. Let's see, it's 2:23 a.m. So it'll be midnight. All right, so 11:23. Maybe the quest will open up now.
Can I help?
No, you can't. I'll be done soon. The Raffins left are crooked as a bag of snakes. Did you sleep all right?
Can't complain. And you? Reasonably rested?
I think you had nightmares. You screamed a few times.
Really?
Don't worry. I'm accustomed to that sort of thing. When Mitch and Scorpion came back from the war, they tossed and turned night after night. For months this went on. Whatever it is, it'll pass.
Yeah, let's hope so. Come up with anything? For Hellman, I mean.
As a matter of fact, I did. Look here.
Okay, tell me.
We're the wrench. The cutter is the AV. And the screwdriver is where the AV should bury its nose cone in the dust. Now, you must be wondering how we get the AV to do that.
That old HMG of yours.
My gun will be useful elsewhere. This caliber would barely dent the armor of a heavy hitter like that. There are other ways. Here. The clamp's our solution. A sat-wave power station.
Power station. Wait, you want to use an EMP?
Bullseye.
But how? We can't generate that sort of pulse on command.
Would you like to bet me? We drive up to the power collection unit, break in and override the controls, lift any limiters. As soon as the AV is in range, we set off the electromagnetic turbo pulse. This should smoke the AV
So
systems.
the drive, nav systems.
Communications. Everything. Out like a light. They won't stand a chance in hell.
Aren't you, counting chickens? We can't actually know the AV will fly over the station.
Of course we can, but we don't have to. You'll see. It's bound to be quite a ride, but not one you'll regret. I've got everything planned out.
Remember, need Hellman alive, unharmed. Gotta try not to blow the AV to bits, okay?
I know, but I'd say your man had best be buckled in. This idea, if it works, you'll be in for a rough landing.
All right, let's ride.
Great. Hop in. It's cold out here.
Yeah, desert weather. It gets cold. Never actually been out in the desert, but
Who owns this power
I'd
station?
like to one day.
Gov or Corp?
Is there any difference? Who do you think pulls the government's strings?
Hey, I'm just wondering whose toes we're about to step all over.
V, look around. It is simple. Everything you see is owned by a corporation.
And you like the rest of it. Subject change. What's the weirdest thing you've ever smuggled?
You like to mess with the corpse, huh?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Or wait, scratch that. Rogue, Nash, the Raffins.
You're on thin ice, V.
You just like to mess with everyone.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing I'm on your side, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And now for something completely different. Weirdest thing you've ever transported. Go.
What? Are we playing 20 questions?
Come on, answer.
The Deputy Finance Director of Kaukaz.
That's chauffeuring, not smuggling.
He rode in the trunk. Flatlined.
Really? Dead?
A long story. Maybe someday I'll tell you.
Yeah, I smuggled a guy that I thought was dead, but he wasn't actually dead. I got in a shootout and I had to
We've
get him from
almost
point A
reached
to
the
point B.
We'll make a quick stop here.
And when I got to him, he was
You
like
need to
sprawled
get a
out.
with the turret.
So I'm like, fuck.
I want you to be able to use the gun too. It should up our chances in general. Connect here.
How should I connect? Personal link?
How else? Just watch the jack. Sometimes you have to jig a little bit.
Wired in.
Wait a moment. Diagnostics first. Shit, it keeps giving me an error. Odd. Let me work around it.
And now, Pan Am, here's Johnny. Out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Great work, V.
Hey, I think your implant has a virus. The one in the nape of your neck.
Just some malware, nothing to worry about.
I've got a bioprocessor in my head that operates independently of me. Probably why your diagnostics flagged it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But no data will leak out of it through the personal link. Your ride's secure.
Fine. I trust you won't fuck anything up. Okay. Here goes nothing. See that pile of junk? Fire a short burst into it. I'll take care of the calibration. Good. Next target. Single shot. Okay. Just one more. Longer round.
Yo, what the fuck, yo, guys? The USF, did you have to take a university experience course? I didn't have to take it, because I took a similar one in, at SPC. So they didn't make me do it.
We're done, I think.
But if you haven't,
That wasn't so bad, was it?
taken any kind of class like that in, at any other school, then yes. You have to
Calibration's
take
fine,
it.
but your software
They make all the
really needs
freshmen
an
take it.
update. Scanner, controllers.
But I
all a
came
couple of
in as
generations
a,
back at least.
junior.
There's better tech in the bargain bin at a kabuki flea market. I can help you with that, you know.
Yes, sure. The most important thing is that it works now.
So where's this power station?
You will see in a moment. I know a spot. We'll have a decent view from there. I just want to be sure the area is clear.
Sabotage a Corpo power station. Jump a Corpo transport. Kidnap a Corpo suit.
Is this a plug for the word corpo, or do you have a point?
Know what? You're starting to remind me of me. 50 years back. Minus the charisma. An impressive cock. Maybe we can just get along.
Could be something to that, I suppose. What happened to us? It must have had some effect.
You're more like me than you think. You'll see.
But it goes both ways. Maybe you're becoming more like me.
Nah, no way.
All looks clear. The area looks deserted. I see no patrols. The huge thing is...
But you're familiar with it. It was like the basic, hey, you're new to college. There was an instructor and there was like a TA. Yep. I didn't because I transferred to Tampa USF after being at the St. Pete campus, so I never took it either. My mom just got called saying that I got a letter in the mail. It's from the TA from that. I didn't talk to her in a long time. Kind of strange, actually, now that I think about it. I never had to take speech either. In fact, I barely even talked to her. We were Facebook friends with her because she said the whole class could. And she eventually deleted me shortly after. We only talked outside the course once because I was thinking of being an RA. Hey, maybe she scopes your dating profile, dude. That's funny though. That's funny. That she's staying in touch with you after all this time. Cause it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years. For sure. I doubt it. Yeah, for sure. It's weird, cause she's in North Carolina. Ah, that is weird. After fucking like 10. Yeah, it's definitely pushing. Yeah, cause like you took the freshman course, and that means that we would have started college at the same time, cause we were in the same, classification of progression. So, yeah. I'd say about that. My mom said we can open it. I'm like, nope, just send it. She doesn't know the story behind it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like the lore would confuse her. The lore would confuse her. So now I wait for it. Indeed.
the collection unit.
That's interesting though.
Each antenna collects microwave energy from satellites in
You're
orbit.
gonna get a pen pal now.
That's then converted into electric power.
Power station serve the whole city?
Honestly, who the fuck knows?
Guess we're about to find out. Antennas run a ways down the interstate. We set off a chain reaction that starts in the collection unit.
And each antenna will emit a massive EMP burst.
While our AV flies right into our net.
We just have to send out the pulse at the right moment.
Let's go get her.
When we arrive at the station, you overload the systems. I'll set up a bypass link for the detonator.
Why don't I start with the transformers? Make mayhem in the relative voltages. Rest should move faster after that.
Not a bad idea. That's just...
Yeah, I know, the converters. But they shouldn't be a problem. I'll just crank everything up past max.
Seems we think alike.
So what now?
We wait. We should time our arrival to the AV flight.
Got it.
Good. Time to roll.
Done anything like this before?
Downing an AV? By myself? No. Why do you ask?
Seems Rogue was right.
V.
What? She said you were good, and she was right.
Yes, I suppose she was. But we have yet to take the AV, so you might wait before you fasten a halo on her.
Know what? Think I figured you out.
Oh, you have you?
Either pull off this mission, or prove Rogue wrong. Choose one.
Fuck off. I will get both done.
It's always nice being able to see Night City from a distance. Because you know
Okay,
when you're
we'll be
in
there
there,
One last time.
kinda can't really get
Drive
the
in,
scope of it.
fuck up the system, and get the hell out of there. Hold on tight. This could get a little bumpy. Get ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Drone!
I'll deal with them.
Deal quick before they hit us! Good enough.
Is that all of them?
Mm-hmm. We gotta be hurry. Find the controls. I'll connect the detonator. Quick, V.
Ah, shit!
Not good. Not good.
Find the controls.
Ah, shit! Think we might have overdone it, Pan Am.
You'll survive. Do you see that? All lit up and blinking like a Christmas
Girl, you
tree.
wanted 11. You got 11.
Fuck yeah! Let's get out of here before it lights us up too.
V, get the fuck out before something happens to the
Thanks
chest.
for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out. Work on my base stand.
Watch out. The next one might.
Johnny? Johnny?
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm fine. It's okay, it's okay, I'm fine, yeah. Just delta the fuck out.
Not the cleanest job, perhaps, but it still went well.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And I don't even see a drop in the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us, too. The cliff there. We'll set up. It should give us a good view of the antennas. And then we wait.
Okay.
Here.
Always wanted to push the big red button on something like this. How do we know when?
Don't worry. I'll have eyes on it. You just wait for my signal, then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them. And by the way...
What?
We are about to knock a multi-million-euro Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
Blasting shit. Exactly what the doc ordered.
And that's exactly what I like to hear.
This is gonna be one for the record books.
Just noticed.
What?
It's quiet. The hum of the city, people's voices, the smells. It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. Think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the smells. I mean, the coyotes. Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open.
Think I see it now. There's supposed to be 4 of them, and I'm seeing 4 dots moving across the sky. But I think this is our boy. Let's see. Maybe not.
It's there. Coming from Pacifica. Alright. Get ready. 1 more second. 1 more. Now!
Boom. There she is.
Shit!
What's going on? Fan-fucking-tastic.
Bullseye!
Pan Am, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away.
They're going nowhere.
We gotta go after it.
Give me a moment.
Pan Am, what are you doing?
Oh my god, what? She had an RPG this whole time? Bullseye.
It's losing altitude.
We got the bastard.
Let's go.
We got it.
No way it stays in the air after a blast like that.
They either land or crash.
You catch that? Over. AV, unmarked. Losing out.
Fish!
There?
Scorpion! What the hell are they doing?
Finishing up at the generators. Follow them. On my way in a bit. Battery
Mitch,
should sort
Scorpion,
itself out.
It's Pan Am. Don't go near that AV. I repeat, do not approach the AV.
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao. Wait for me, or better get the hell out. They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me. The pulse is interfering. Shit! I have 3 on radar.
Drones?
Yes. Get ready. They're trying to slow us down. We won't let them. We have to reach Mrs. Scorpion.
Pan Am, problem. Not shooting.
Shit! Probably jammed again. I'll fix it. Hold on tight. Going on autopilot. Seized up. Son of a
They're
bitch.
on our tail. Pan Am.
I know! Fucking latches! Don't want to open! Just a second!
Pan Am?
It's nothing. I'm fine. Okay, it should work. For the time being, at least.
Time being's all we need. Saw it! Behind that hill.
Well, one less thing to worry about. Ugh.
Pan Am, you okay?
Fucking ricochet.
Think you can manage?
Sure. I'll live. Don't worry.
Hey man, where are you? Hello?
Perfect.
Scorpion?
Keep broadcasting over an open channel, just in case they missed you the first time. God, I swear. Something's not right. Did you hear those shots? V, something happened to them.
Let's check it out.
I see the wreck. But no Scorpion or Mitch. Looks expired. Fuck it. V, connect to the drone. We'll scan the area. We have to get our bearings.
They won't mark us?
I'll enable the masking. Their scanners are out. They're blind.
Let's roll. You connecting to visual?
Mm-hmm. V, if they got the Aldecaldos, if they got Mitch and Scorpion, I don't...
I know. Connected. I'm in control.
Oh no, no, no.
I'm sorry. Your clan?
Aldecaldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. Mitch! He's alive! They have them! Oh no, no, no.
Alright, guys, I'm going to dip out. Have a good afternoon. Until tomorrow's stream. Alright, man. You take care. Thanks for coming by. I will see you tomorrow.
Your clan?
Aldecaldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. V, if they...
Don't worry. We don't
They've
know
set
for
up the
sure.
launcher. They'll tear us to shreds if we get too close.
Can't we take it down somehow?
Maybe. But we have to get there first. If not for those damned glitches, I could have warned them! This is all my doing! Why in the hell were they following the AV? The fools!
Listen, we saw Mitch. They probably got Scorpion too. We'll find them. Help them out.
If they're still alive.
They're alive. Everything's gonna be okay.
Mind that launcher. It will blow us to bits if we approach.
You're already blown to bits.
Don't be an idiot. This is just a scratch. Let's take out the launcher. I will try to...
No, you stay in the car. Sorry, but you're just gonna slow me down.
Fucking hell, V. Those are my people out
Listen,
there.
I get that launcher out of the way, I'll let you know. Then you go in and help me with the rest. Deal?
Yes, sir. I still have Mitch's rifle. I will try to cover you from here.
Good idea. Let's move.
Alright, so we gotta play this smart because we can get one shot rather easily.
Subject refusing to cooperate.
Ow. Nice. We got 2 for the price of 1. Doesn't look like I can loot it though.
Path's clear.
I'm coming for you. Open the door. I'll cover you.
Now! Step back! Back! Toss your weapons, or I'll shoot! I repeat,
Easy
drop
now.
your weapons, now!
It's too late for everyone to walk out of this
We
alive.
called for backup! Bullshit!
Last chance. You don't gotta die today. Let's talk.
Why should I believe you?
Pan Am, shoot
Shut
him.
up!
Listen. This isn't about you. Let him go and tell me where your passenger is.
I don't know where they took him.
Hell no! He's lying!
You don't know or you don't want to say.
Let me get the comms back up. I'll buzz the unit. We'll talk.
Pan Am,
But only if...
you remember the
Shut the
cowboy,
fuck
don't
up!
you?
Fuck!
Pan Am!
God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
You fucking morons!
Did you get hit? Hang on, girl. I'll patch you
It's
up.
nothing. Let's go.
We couldn't retreat, Pan Am. They regrouped so fast. Started shooting rockets and shit. I lost everyone.
Everyone? Scorpion, is he here? Mitch? Mitch? He's safe,
Pan
right?
Am, I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No. No! Are you sure? No,
Scorpion, the rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner.
They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is why?
Why dive straight for the AV? Didn't notice the marking?
We saw it was damaged. We know this land. We knew where it would fall. We had no idea it was Kang Tao. I figured they might need help. In the worst case, there'd be good salvage to be had. Couldn't have been more wrong.
Everything okay? You need anything?
Thanks for saving my ass, V.
Sorry about your people, but I need to keep moving. I need the guy who's riding this AV. You know anything? See anything?
Took him with him. In our cars.
Where?
West. Small unit. Your passenger's entourage.
Must be looking for a way to call base.
So you're the ones who hit him with that EMP?
Yeah, we tried to warn you, but couldn't connect.
If they took your cars, we might be able to follow their tracks.
I'll go after him. Stay with Mitch. I'll be fine.
I am going with you. I promised I would help. Besides, those bastards killed Scorpion. I won't let that go.
Don't argue with her, V. No point.
True.
Go. I'll call my people. We'll take care of things here.
We'll leave my ride here just in case. Just watch the gun, it likes to jam. We'll go by bike.
Sounds solid. Kang Tao lost contact with their AV. Probably looking for it. Better hurry. But Pan Am...
What?
You're coming back for her, right?
I promise. Let's get going, before they send a rescue party.
Scorpion and the rest. Look, I know how you feel. I mean it. I'll help you settle your score with Kang Tao.
I will destroy them, V. Every last one.
We're in this together. To the bitter end.
You know what, V? You're all right. You helped me with Nash, you helped me with Mitch. To my mind, I owe you a favor. Your helmet. I will find him.
Ah, so that's what this is? Just paying your debts?
No. Nomads always help.
Oh, so I'm one of yours now. Sounds good. Let's ride. Hope they didn't go far.
We'll see. The tire tracks start there. We'll follow them.
So let's see. Directive P008. Extraction, transport strategic resources. During flight, please keep external communication to a minimum. Priority passenger 0 safety. Passenger 0 will receive his rights upon arrival at destination. During transport, please follow Directive P2TT2, which forbids any communication or by the transported party, including crisis situations. So they were basically ordered to be a radio blackout, and this dude's head is literally bugging out. Okay. He's got a bounty on his head. But yeah, it's pretty much everything. Not much loot in here. Man, I'm thinking of what I want to do for food today. Oh, nice, nice. What do you found any new places since we last spoke about that, or? Because I know I'm gonna have
That's all.
Mexican later tonight.
Scorpion said I would hate Night City.
He knew you that well.
Probably better than I know myself. He said.
Nah, I just do Cheesecake Factory fast food most of the time. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. We normally always recommend Taco Bell, so let's not do Taco Bell. You see, you just had it last night. I did Taco Bell last night. I ordered it for delivery, so it was $28. Yep, yep. I had Popeyes last night, and I paid $20 for it, and because I had it delivered as well, and the app was glitching out, so I thought I wasn't gonna get my food, and then my food shows up, and then they refunded it, refunded the money, so I got a free meal basically. But what'd you get? What'd you get last night?
Said when I'd had enough of the city, we would stock up on canned kibble, fill a couple of thermoses with coffee and whiskey, hit the road. He said we would get away from it all.
Sounds like a real adventure.
Yeah. But he's gone. Shit. Why is everything shit, shit, shit?
Hey, I know. Look, you're alive. Still got a few things to take care of, too.
You know it. All I see is cracked concrete and rust. But they thought they would call their friends. They were in for one hell of a surprise. Careful, V.
Assist mode, friendly mode. Okay, it's actually bugged. Cheesy gordita crunch, grilled cheese burrito. Ooh. Toasted cheddar chalupa, large Baja Blast, no ice. Toasted cheddar chalupa, grilled cheese burrito go away on Thursday. Oh, on Thursday. Shit. Okay, because I love the toasted cheddar chalupa and the grilled cheese burrito. So I probably will have it one more time before it goes away. Because Christmas break is next week for me anyway. So I get 4 days off because it like lines up with the weekend. So yeah, I think I will have both. Just as a send away party. Do you know if they're going to be adding anything else to the menu, or are they just nixing those items and calling it a day?
Christ. Watch out! There's a sniper behind the van!
Oh wow. I literally hacked it and it was like, nope, no hacks.
That's for my friends, you assholes! I see a sniper!
Fries, loaded nacho taco, chicken club chalupa. Ooh, okay, that sounds good. What do you know about the loaded nacho taco? Because the chalupa club is probably gonna be like a new favorite of mine. So I already know I'm gonna like that.
Oh yeah! Quite the fireworks show.
It's the taco that was there before, $1. Oh, okay, okay. So nothing, nothing special. Okay.
No right to leave.
Tidy work, V.
The Redskins are taking Hellman with them.
If they manage to regroup and call for help, We're out of luck.
Better hurry then.
Their body armor looks pretty cool. I want to know if I can find it. It's kind of got like a digital camouflage look to it. Out simulation complete. No survivors. Okay, I gotta get going. I'll see you. Hey man, thanks for coming by, and for giving me an update on how you doing. It was good talking to you, and we'll talk soon. Alright, he's actually got the good scope, even though I already have that one. So we're gonna just throw this headless body. Oh wait, no. It bugged out. Sad. Alright. But I think we got everyone. So there's legit no survivors. And that's what I was going for. I hope I can buy this motorcycle because it is pretty sweet. And I like the readout. Alright. May as well stay on the bike.
Left a few peeps behind at the airstrip. Rest went with Hellman.
I would have done the same. They're looking to call their people. The last they want is to ride through the desert without backup. I hope Mitch contacted the Aldecaldos. All that damn interference.
They're coming for him, don't worry.
You know what?
What?
This is my life right here. I step out of one pile of shit, only to trip into another bigger one.
Anna?
These tracks lead up past the hill to an old filling station. I wager that's where they're holding Helm. Okay, covering you.
Bleeding damage, bleeding chance, headshot multiplier. Eliminates vertical recoil aiming. I think I might just... So that eliminates horizontal recoil, and this one eliminates vertical recoil. I don't know, I can shoot with both of them. So I guess, do I want to do more physical? Bleeding. Bullet spread is reduced after every shot by every 80%. Alright, so this one is a better rifle. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to break this one down. Then I'm going to go into the crafting menu and see if I can upgrade this guy. Alright, cool. Still not able to do as much because I need more rare item components. If I check my inventory, just start breaking down the stuff here. This one's actually got a mod on it, so I will unequip it. Throw the SMG back on there. $228, 222. That one. I already got plenty of these. Alright. So that's good. Alright. You go. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, finish this mission, and then I will end stream. But we're almost at the end, so I'm like, might as well just push and get it done. But yeah, I will be right back. let's get this buttoned up and get it knocked out. Alright, so it looks like they set up a perimeter while they're trying to get help. Too far away to try to scan these guys. But yeah, they've set up turrets and everything. Alright, so I need to modify my cyberware here because there's one ability that I need. Reboot optics, memory wipe, cyberware malfunction, synapse burnout. I think I'm gonna unequip contagion. Let's see, whistle can be executed on enemies engaged combat. Oh wow, okay. That's actually more useful than reboot optics. I'm gonna add ping, put ping back in the system. Alright, just go ahead. Yeah. I'll have to find another means of approach. Like, I could literally just go in here guns blazing, but... Wait, that looks like an AV. That looks like reinforcements, but wouldn't they just try to extract the guy? I don't know. Oh shit. Oh man, that's hilarious. I literally ran into a landmine. That's why they set those up. That's why they set those up. So, learned that the hard way. Yeah, no, I literally ran into it, and it was completely avoidable. So that was the worst part about it. But live and learn, live and learn. Yeah, it's like literally right there in front of me. Ah, I fucked up.
Drones. Rogue. Definitely set up shop here.
I see. They must have found a lock somewhere. Look, see that? The pumps look pretty big. Not what you would find if the place were closed. The bastards might have managed to call for transport.
Soon enough.
Let me make sure. Okay, there it is.
Come on, hands away, I can see them.
So you don't even want to pay attention to what's going on over here, because she's literally drawing aggro. Yeah, this is the rough bits. The rough bits that the game is notorious for. Oh man. I don't know what that was, but it literally... Oh no. It's just a sniper. Pegging my ass. Yeah, there he is. Alright, make sure I'm not walking into that landmine. Alright, I can't. I wanted to test it. Because like last time I did like a friendly mode on a turret, it still didn't work. But yeah, these guys have a badass armor. I like how they look. So turn depth of field off. Swiss cheese. Alright.
Watch it! Watch it!
And that's how it's done. Biotechnica drones doing their thing. Alright. E9 55 55 1C 55. Oh. Force detonation. And wheel balancer. Wheel balancer, coffee machine. Okay, so we can literally just control.
I see cars. Nomad.
I recognize them. The clans.
Don't break ranks!
Oh, that hurt. Oh man. Ah, they got me. I gotta do all that again. I screw it. Well, I do have to get going. I'm gonna get ready for some fun in the sun tonight. So I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming around 1 p.m. 1 to 4 is my usual block. So I'll just pick that up tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming by. A lot of fun. I'm talking to everyone. And hope you guys enjoyed that chat with Rich, Planet Popstar. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I need to get some food. Then there's gonna be more food, but you know, just want a little something down my stomach. So, love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.